and welcome to this Friday, May 22nd edition of UD Talks. Monday is Memorial Day here in America, the unofficial beginning of summer for many people. However, when I was a child, Memorial Day took on a more somber tone. It was that time of the year when we visited the gravesides of our relatives who were no longer with us, and we especially took time to remember veterans and to give thanks to God for those who've given of the ultimate sacrifice. Today at the University of Dubuque, we have a very active veterans community that exists through our Jeffrey B. Dodge Veterans Center and is so ably led by Rick Ernst. I'm very proud of our veterans, of our Veterans Center, and our dependents of veterans across campus. They have instilled in this campus a kind of commitment and a kind of service beyond ourselves that is really quite remarkable and helps all of us to be better at what we do and who we hope to become. So today I have the privilege of introducing Rick Ernst to all of you, who's going to tell us more about the Veterans Center and the importance of Memorial Day.
Hello, I'm Command Sergeant Major retired Rick G. Ernst. I'm also the director of the Sergeant Jeffrey B. Dodge Veterans Center here at the University of Dubuque. Memorial Day is a time of reflection and remembrance. Today we're here at the University of Dubuque Veterans Memorial that honors Staff Sergeant Ron Sagers, Lieutenant Commander Roger Myers, First Lieutenant Michael Downing, and Sergeant Jeffrey B. Dodge. Spartans have always stood up to serve our country in times of conflict. Since World War I, we have had Spartans serve. As recently as 2019, we lost cadets that are serving during this time of conflict. First Lieutenant Caitlin Vilsvag and Second Lieutenant Austin McWhite perished while serving on active duty. At this time, we want to commemorate the loss of loved ones, the ones who gave the ultimate sacrifice. They sacrificed their own lives for ours. In 1968, Jeff Dodge graduated from the University of Dubuque. That fall, he enlisted in the United States Army. He trained as an Army engineer. In the spring of 1969, he was deployed to Vietnam. While serving in Vietnam, he met a fellow New Yorker, Anthony, from Brooklyn, and they became fast friends. Anthony was to leave shortly before Jeff, but before he left, Jeff invited him to his wedding. Unfortunately, 2 days before Jeff was to return home, he was killed in action by a rocket attack. 50 years ago, on 25 April, Jeff Dodge was killed in Vietnam, 2 days before he was to go home and marry his fiancée, Jody. Jeff's legacy is far-reaching. It inspired Anthony to go back to college when he came back to the States because of his respect and admiration of Jeff's life. It also inspired Royce Farmer, fellow classmate of '68, and Bucky Peterson. Through their generosity, we are now at year 5 of providing services to veterans on our campus. Some of these services include peer-to-peer mentoring, counseling, and a number of scholarships for veterans and their families. The university is keenly aware of the debt we owe those who have served. We are also aware that we cannot provide the services to our veterans and their families without the support of our generous investors. At this time of reflection and remembrance, please consider supporting our veterans and their families. I would like to end with a quote from General Patton. "It is foolish and wrong to mourn those men who have died, but rather thank God that they lived." Thank you, and have a blessed Memorial Day weekend.